Hey YouTube, it's the last guitar of PRS chains. It's going into a Mesa Express 525 with a Celestine Vintage 30 12-inch speaker. The treble is rolled back a little bit on both channels. The mid and bass is at noon. Reverb is at like 9:30, and got clean and dirty switching. And so let's get into this 1994 PRS Core USA CE24. So this is 94. I guess it was the last day at their original factory before they went to CNC. They were using a duplicator or a pattern milling machine to carve these out. This has the wide thin neck carve, 24 frets, and the phase 1 tuner locks, a 5-way rotary switch, small neck heel, finish is worn off the rear at the back. I got this in probably around 2000, the year 2000. It came all stock. I swapped the HFS for a Dimarzio PAF PRO. This was the first aftermarket pickup I ever bought way back in the 80s. It sounds real. Apparently that's the Steve Vai pickup. It sounds really nasally and MIDI and honky, and I love it. So yeah, let's get into this. Originally, when I was in there messing around inside the pickup cavities, excuse me, originally this was a sunburst of some sort, and it was repainted red, crimson red at the factory, which is cool. It's kind of like has that Alex Lifeson vibe. It doesn't have the natural binding around it. It's alder with a maple cap. I think I was kind of surprised the other day. I was looking at our Canadian kind of national guitar store, and I was looking at the PRS SEs, and the SE CE24 was like over $3,000 Canadian dollars, so probably like 2,500 bucks US, 24. The other SEs were, under $1,000, maybe a couple up to 1,200, but $3,000 for a CE. And yeah, the small neck, the small heel, and the bolt-on neck. I'd imagine the SE still has the bolt-on neck. Just shocking that they're charging, $3,000 for it. It was actually 3,600 bucks. Anyway, okay. The other thing, these PRS pickups polarity is reversed compared to Seymour Duncan, Gibson, almost every other humbucker manufacturer. So my in-between sounds, well, the out of phase, the 3 and 4 position sound really out of phase, and it's awesome. It's really stratty. This neck is, and I guess I've got fine touch like a gorilla, because recording, I can't really use this guitar for rhythm because I'm twisting and grabbing the neck, and these 24 fret small heel necks are pretty floppy like a noodle. But for leads, I love it. But I don't gig with it very much either because of that tuning thing. I'm not trying to pull it. Like if I just it's noticeable when you're recording. Sorry, I want to start with clean sounds. Sorry about that. All right. So first, the bridge pickup, the old Dimarzio PAF PRO. Center, which is both pickups. I can't remember if it's series or parallel, but like that. And I'll toggle back and forth between the two of them and the bridge so you can hear the difference. It sounds great. It's got a bit more bite and teeth, but not annoying and shrill than, you know, regular two pickup, two humbucker rig. It's cool. It's really usable. And the neck. And the second position, which would be the bridge and the neck. So it's one over from the bridge. I'll start with the bridge and then I'll go one click over. Just did a little review thing with the 2012 Studio, and that thing doesn't have a bad sound in it. Neither does this. Back to the bridge. And the middle. And the next click over, so in between the neck and the middle. And I'll toggle between that and the center, just what it was last time. And I'll go to the neck. Between the two middle sounds. So the first one will be the one click away from the bridge, and then I'll go to the 2 clicks away to the second from the back end. So the chime and the quack. So starting with the first click from the bridge pickup, and then I'll go 2 clicks. Back to 1 click from the bridge. The other in between. They both sound great. So I'll go click by click by click before we go to the dirty sound. Pickup, the vintage bass is really powerful and loud. Sounds great doing leads. You'll hear that in a minute. So I'm going back to the bridge and let's do some dirty sounds. First, just rhythm jumping around. Center. Neck. Bridge to the in between 1 click from the bridge. The far in between. Great sounding guitar. I keep saying that, I guess just because I'm playing PRSs. Maybe it's the amp. That's a sweet pickup, but it can sound nasally and when you're using it clean, so just use the center position or something. Love that middle, both pickups. It's not too overwhelmingly bassy. It's got teeth, it's pretty sweet. But yeah, remember that I don't imagine those in-between clicks will be quite as chimey and quacky when you're using two PRS pickups or two other like branded pickups. These are out of phase from each other, the polarity is different. More stratty than that, and the other in between. Strat, but except it's a good Strat. Yeah, I love this thing. I've had it for a long time. Used to be my number one. I love it too much to bring it out everywhere now. And yeah, please, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day.